All right, guys, welcome back to Spelling Community Words with Mr. Leolis. Today we'll be spelling words that deal with our community safety and pedestrian skills unit. All right, so get your letters of the alphabet out. Our first word, or this week's theme, is about crossing the street or crossing the road. So the first word naturally is going to be the word crossing. Crossing. So let's start. And the first letter we need is the letter C. Find me the letter C. Next we need the letter R. Find me the letter O. The letter S. The letter S again. I. N. And last, the letter G. And we've spelt the word crossing. So in order to get to the other side of the road, we need to cross the street. So you have to be very mindful of how we cross in order to do it safely and appropriately. And there's a video talking about that, showing you how to cross a street. Let me put our letters back. And there's definitely a right way and a wrong way to crossing the street or the road. So it's important though, whenever we get to the end of the sidewalk or the curb, we need to stop at the curb. The curb is that raised area of cement at the end of the sidewalk or beginning of the road. So let's spell the word curb. C. U. R. And the letter B. Curb. Awesome. So at the end of the road is the curb, and that's where you generally will see the stop sign or the traffic light that tells us how to cross or where to cross the street. Let's put our letters back. And when we get to the curb, it's very important we look. We need to look both ways, left and right, front and back, in front of us and behind us, to make sure there's no cars or bicycles or skateboards or any other vehicles coming our way. So let's spell the word look. L. O. O. And the letter K. Look. And as I said, it's important that you look both ways before crossing the street or the road. That is very important because we don't want to be hit by a vehicle. And you never trust the drivers can see you. You always want to make sure that you make eye contact before you begin crossing the road. And something else we need to do is we need to listen. All right, there's all kinds of different sounds happening at the road, so we need to listen and pay attention to the sounds. So any vehicles or any of the beeping of the crossing signs telling us to proceed. All right, so let's spell the word listen. Start with the letter L. Letter I. the letter S, the letter T, the letter E, and the letter N. Listen. So again, it's very important that you look and listen before you cross the road to make sure that you keep yourself safe. All right, you don't want to get hurt when crossing the road. And the last word we're going to spell is the word zebra. And we know zebra is an animal, but on the road there are markings, and we call them zebra markings. These are the white lines that we see, and it's very important that we walk in between the zebra lines to keep our safe. So let's start with the letter Z. Next, find me the letter E. B. R. And the letter A. Zebra. So again, we're tying this back to crossing the street, so it's zebra lines. And those are the white lines that are marked on the street or on the road that tells pedestrians to stay in between those zebra lines, because that's the safest place to be when walking. Okay, so watch the video on how to cross the street, and I want you to practice crossing the road as well very safely. And thank you for spelling community words with Mr. Leolis.